Whether you're a newly licensed life insurance agent or maybe you've been licensed but haven't really been able to go all in on your insurance business, in this video I'll be going over a step-by-step process that should get you through your first, I want to say at least 60, maybe even 90 days as a full-time life insurance agent, including how to find really good insurance agencies to start with, what kind of commission levels your contract should be at as a new agent, what your sales training should consist of, working the right kind of leads, because yeah guys, in many cases the leads are pretty much going to be the difference between your success or failure. And for you guys who are brand new to sales, you've never sold anything before, how to prepare yourself to understand why people make objections and how to overcome them. And finally, how much money should you have put aside to start your insurance business? And guys, the new Agent Telesales Kit has some very important sales materials for like anybody who's planning on selling life insurance and or final expense over the phone. So stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get a copy of this for yourself. And yes, now is the perfect time to give this video a like. And if you're new, we do recommend subscribing. We're putting out new insurance sales training and final expense sales training videos and insurance content in general every single week. Funding your insurance business is going to be really important. And if you, for some reason, don't have at least $3,000 to maybe $5,000 put aside so that you can invest into your business, you might want to either, well, A, start saving your money through your current employment, or B, get a life insurance sales job as a licensed only agent where they basically pay you no matter what. The idea of starting out as a licensed only agent is so that you'll, one, get free training while selling, and two, can decide if final expense or life insurance sales is something for you or not. Because guys, believe it or not, it's not for most people. I am of the opinion that most folks should not be in sales. So you might be better off finding this out about yourself without spending thousands and thousands of dollars to find this out. So let's say you do have the money and you know exactly that this is what you absolutely want to do. And hopefully you weren't recruited by a multi-level marketing company where they put on a big show and convince you that you can get commission levels at 140%, and then you end up finding out that you only have access to recycled leads that other agents, basically couldn't sell. And now the multi-level marketing insurance agency won't even release your contracts. And basically you're a hostage. FYI, any insurance agency that won't release your contracts and or asks you to sign a contract that basically stipulates that they won't release your contracts is, in my opinion, unethical, and you should absolutely run as fast as you can from these guys. Most of them have like 3 or maybe 4 initials, that's a big hint, and they tout that they have tons of agents who are successful and or they want you to start recruiting your friends and your family before you even know what you're doing, which again, just unethical, and yet it has become a standard practice for a lot of these companies. A few things to look for in an insurance agency is 1, an open release policy, 2, they give you one-on-one training, and 3, they don't have thousands of agents and are too busy, to help you when you need something, which as a new agent will be often. And 4, they should have a leads platform where the leads are exclusive 100% and that they can guarantee you a way to make several presentations every single day. Remote sales is definitely the way to go, so I teach our agents that you need to get your weekly advertising budget up to the point to where you're making an average of at least 6 to 8 presentations per day. The top producers are like doing double that. And if you're paying for leads, your commission levels for all of your main products should be, I want to say no less than like 100 to maybe 110%. And those levels should absolutely increase within just a couple of months, just the way that we do it at our agency, especially if you're working full time. One of the things that I do is make sure our agents are being rewarded for their hard work, whether they're a top producer or not. And new agents who are just grinding through the learning curve and hanging in there in my opinion, should absolutely be rewarded too. I'm just gonna say this, there is nothing that really aggravates me more than seeing agents get recruited by insurance agencies who claim to start the agents at 100%, or at least their 100% level, and then after the agent contracts, the agent realizes that maybe only one or two of the products they're selling is even giving them that 100% level. Never contract with an agency that doesn't at least show you the first year commission levels for the main products that you'll be selling in black and white before you do the contracting. I mean, you gotta see this in writing. You don't just want to start signing contracts nilly-willy and then learn the hard way and find out later that you're kind of getting the tailpipe. Guys, if you've never actually been in sales and never been trained to overcome objections, well, this is the part of the video that's for you. Thing is, most of the people that fill out a lead form are doing so for the information. And with life insurance and final expense sales, which is what we specialize in, most of these people are like total tire kickers and don't even plan on buying life insurance from you just because they filled something out or made an appointment to speak with you. You must learn how to sell, and that means reading books on straight line selling, learning how to overcome objections, and learning how to be personable and really likable. And believe it or not, guys, I was not a born natural salesperson. It took a lot of time. I studied NLP, Neuro Linguistics Programming. I got into meditation, and at one point I had to take a deep look at myself and decide if sales was even for me or not. I read like every type of sales book I could get my hands on, and I do try to take care of my health through diet and exercise because I really believe that this stuff will affect the outcome. It always has for me. And in my opinion, is very, very important and key to your success. Some important tips before you start your contracting process. Plan on selling within 3 weeks of doing the contracting. Do not overthink the process. Now, unfortunately, even after you've gotten like a lot of training and a bunch of information, one of the biggest fails is when agents start to overthink and then they don't start, and a month goes by and they still haven't even attempted to sell anything. It's the old classic failure to launch. At some point, you gotta just jump in. The biggest part of your learning curve is going to start to happen once you start to make presentations and, once you start making sales, of course. No one is ever fully prepared for any of this. There's just nothing you can do. All you can really do, let me put it this way, all you can do is try your best and follow what your mentor or the people training you are telling you to do. And if you do like free remote final expense sales training, just click on the link above. And this thing will take you to our 3-part series that goes over like pretty much everything that you'll need to know about selling final expense successfully and from the comfort of your own home. For a copy of the free new agent telesales file that I mentioned earlier, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. And finally, guys, if you'd like more information on selling insurance through our remote agent top producer sales platform, I'm telling you, this thing is designed for you to sell at a very high level. Just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else should fall right into place. Now get on out there, or get on that headset or get on that phone. Look, bottom line, do whatever it is that you have to do to help somebody and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.